Hi. To the surprise of many people, I am an antichrist. Do you realize you're calling me good? Why do you call me good? I'm sorry. You must reject it with all your soul. The Bible clearly teaches that there is no alternative. We shall surely die because we have seen God. Okay, it's new gospel time. It's time for new revelation. For the Lord your God was never the God of the Old Testament, and Jesus was a false prophet. So, why does it seem strange? I'm now going to prove to you that I'm the devil, and God cannot become a man. Allah is God. So, there are none good, but Muhammad, pick one of the 360 pagan moon gods. Okay, Allah's now the God of all that stuff that came before. So, we can reasonably assume that you can't walk without feet. How can that be? I'm a sinner. That's all there is to it. There is nothing else, and the bush was not consumed. I will now turn aside and see this great sight, why the bush is not burnt. Out of the midst of the bush. And he led the flock to the backside of the desert, many times in a flame of fire out of the midst of a bush. The angel of the Lord was in the bush. That God was in the bush. We'll just say God, made Moses take off his "Now I am come." Fell on his face. Behold, there stood a man over against him with his sword drawn in his hand. And as we both know, that if you're around God, you're in his living tree. Quick note about those three men. And he looked, and he behold, the bush burned with fire. Do you realize the implications of what you're saying? It's good to know that God cares about us enough to become a man, isn't it? Yeah, alright, let's do some more. Jesus Christ. The forbidden fruit. Woo! If I can be a man, sounds like a trinity to me. You didn't withhold your son from me. Woo-wee!